Hey everybody, it's Razor, and today is January 13th, 2021. Just doing my live feed for the night, and I figured if I could see if anybody wanted to ask me what my top 5 of whatever are, I'll try to answer. We're listing movies on the Horror Syndicate Discourse chat, which I'm probably going to change the name to just Friendly Chat because barely talk horror. So that's what we're going to do. Anybody who watches, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you don't have to do any of that shit. Just comment in the comments and let me know if you have a top 5. I'm a list guy. I like making lists. Give me a second. I'm trying to do the I don't know why it does that. Like automatically it makes it where people can't comment. Bullshit, man. It's bullshit. So let's see. Edit audience. I know you guys are just itching to comment. By the way, please take a look at my Stinger character. I'm curious about the costume because I'm not sure if I'm 100% sure I like the icon. Anyway, I like the current costume color. And I'm almost certain I want to change it to the other, but I want opinions because your opinion matters. You, the reader, or the friend of mine, your opinion matters. So please comment now if you want to. I need to get rid of my Twitter handle and the thing because nobody goes to my Twitter. Good news today. I finally cracked the code. So I have all these stories written down, story ideas written down, and they don't really necessarily have an order for Operation Eclipse. So I think I finally, and so I've been going through them and trying to figure out which one I want to do or which story path I want to go down. I finally figured it out. So I'm pretty excited about that. If it's getting old seeing me go live every day, let me know and I'll stop doing it. Oh, Lord. Now they're up to Fast and the Furious. Oh, Lord. So nobody's saying anything. There's one person. Who's here? I can quit this right now and just go play Red Dead or baseball. Probably play baseball. Let's not kid ourselves. I play baseball every night. I did these Mission Impossible movies. They're pretty fun. Whoa. They're pretty fun. I actually don't even remember what I did. I think Mission Impossible 2 is my least favorite. Then Mission Impossible, then Ghost Protocol, then 3, then Rogue Nation, then Fallout, the new one, is my favorite, I think. It's really good. I can't wait to see the next 2. Because I believe there are 2 coming. We did everything. We did the Alien movies. We did the Kevin Smith movies. My favorite is Clerks 2. We've done, what else did we do? Just about Terminator movies. My favorite Terminator movie is the second movie. Let's see. Woo! Got 5 people watching. Nobody's saying a goddamn thing. Ask me anything, and I'll answer to my best knowledge. Like, don't ask me what's your favorite top 5 Concrete Blonde albums. I have no fucking clue. I only know like 1 or 2 songs by Concrete Blonde. Don't get too weird. When I put those lists up, somebody's like, oh, what's your top 5 extremely obscure indie, alternative band from the 1890s? I'm like, I didn't listen to that shit back then in the 1890s. Bitch, I wasn't alive in the 1890s. The 1990s I was. A great fucking decade for me, by the way. I love the 90s. I wish I could go back sometimes. Especially with all the garbage happening now. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Garbage. Seth says he's going through all of my rankings from the chat. Yeah. They probably already all changed. Yeah. By the way, this is fucking delicious. I don't know if you ever had one of these. I drink 1 soda a day-ish, maybe less. And I went at my break today at work. I went up to the Casey's and I was like, "Oh, they got 2 for $3." So I got myself a Dr. Pepper and I got Helena one for this weekend. Top 5 sodas. No, I don't. That's stupid. I don't like very many sodas. Root beer, Dr. Pepper, and Coke. So there's more messages. Nobody can chat on my live stream. Huh? What? Seth, what does that mean? Nobody can chat in my live stream. Got a message from Brian White saying, Seth just left me something. See, it's right here. Hi, Seth. Oh, I don't. That's weird. Oh, I should go through all of them? Oh, God, dude. Give me it. This fucking. Our friend chat is. Let's see. Okay. Indiana Jones movies. I love Indiana Jones. Hey, Brian. Guess it wasn't working very well. Indiana Jones movies. That's the first one I'll do. My favorite. Okay, my least favorite is Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but I do like it. My third favorite is Temple of Doom. I love it. Then Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then Last Crusade's my favorite. Chuck, are we talking about expanded universe from before Disney? If that's what you're asking, I'm gonna leave that up. Let's see. I'm gonna go with, and some of these characters people may not know. HK-47, Zane Zane Carrick from Knights of the Old Republic, the comic. The HK-47's from the video game. I'm gonna say Cade Skywalker, number 3, Darth Krayt, number 2, and Darth Revan. It's easy to say Darth Revan. I'm gonna Exar Kun. Almost forgot about Exar Kun. I fucking love Exar Kun. He's the ultimate Sith master. Darth Bane could fall. It's a hard list actually because Darth Bane could fall in there too. The inventor of the rule of 2. So yeah, that's a good one. I love Star Wars, especially the expanded universe. I'm not a huge fan of the Disney Star Wars stuff, as it overwrote everything. And you know, there's a lot of man. I'm gonna have to write that list down because I'm gonna have to refine that. That's a now you got me thinking. HK-47 is awesome for sure. Zane Carrick is a fun character. John Jackson Miller, shout out. He's a good writer. But Darth Krayt, I might pull Darth Krayt off the list and put Darth Bane in his place. And Exar Kun's going to stay number 1, and Revan's going to be in there too. That's tough. Let's see, top 5 Jason Voorhees kills or some guy named Jason that we don't know. Let's see, Jason Voorhees kills, top 5. Number 5, I'd say Hoss from Jason Lives, just the punch through, holding the heart. That's cool. Number 4, let's go with I can't remember his name, the handstand guy in part 3, and Jason knocks him. Yeah, Jason Menendez. And what about Lyle? And let's see, number 3. There's so many good ones. Number 3, I'm gonna say the oh geez. The liquid nitrogen smash and Jason X is number 3. I'm not going to put the sleeping bag kill on my list because it's an obvious one. One that I like, it's just a simple kill, is in part 2 with the guy. He just the cleaver in the face and the wheelchair, and the wheelchair goes down the steps. It's not a great kill, but I love it. It's very iconic. And number 1 is Sheriff Garrison Jason Lives when he gets bent backwards. I fucking love it. You can hear his back snapping. Oh, love it. Top 5 indie comic female indie comic characters. I'd have to get back to you on that. I have to look some stuff up. Stinger is number 1. I mean, it's my character, but I don't know. I'd have to get back to you. The last in 2. The last two indie comics I've read were White Widow and John Rhodes's Nothing Man. So I haven't been. Everything I've read has been pushed. It's in my long boxes, so I'd have to get back to that. I can't answer this one, Seth. I can't. My favorite is Yellow Fever. How about that? That's another one that I have to. I don't know Supernatural as well as I used to sit and. Although the season finale of season 2, All Hell Breaks Loose, the 2-parter, is pretty awesome. When Sam dies and they open the gates of hell with the cult, that's pretty awesome. That's a really good episode. And plus, I haven't seen the whole series. I need to see the last 3 seasons of Supernatural, and I need to get back to it. But I keep like putting it off for some reason. Maybe it's because I don't want to admit that it's coming to an end. Angelica Reigns, that character was really cool. Chuck, Brian Hawkins, he wrote that one. Yeah, I have to get back to you on that one. That's it's tough because nothing's popping out in my head except for stuff I've either created or been a part of. Honestly, I gotta be honest, I like indie comics quite a bit. Big supporter, almost an advocator. But I read them and put them in my long box, and sometimes I forget about them. There's a cowboy book, a western book, with this female. I think the book's called The Surgeon, and she was badass. Was it The Surgeon? There's a book called Boston Metaphysical that was really cool. I think there's a female. I can't remember, man. It's been so long since I've read some of these, and I haven't gotten all my things from 2020 in yet. So yeah, I'll get back to you, Chuck. I'm gonna go back and read all my indie comics now. Thanks a lot, dude. It's all good with me though. Oh, top 5 final girls. Sydney from Scream. It's tough. Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode. She'll be number 4. I'm going to put Trish from Friday the 13th Part 3 in there. And I'm not going to go off some weird, like the Prowler. The Prowler is awful. But I'm going to say Jamie Lee Curtis is number 4. Who did I say it? Number 5. I already forgot. Anyway, then Trish, and then Lisa Wilcox or Alice from Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and then Nancy from Nightmare. No doubt. I already forgot who 5 was. Who did I say? This is interesting because got to think off the top of the top of my head. It's kind of hard sometimes because I forget a lot of people. I know there's a lot. Oh, Sydney. I said Sydney. Top 5 Batman stories. Again, I'm scrolling through Nightfall. No Man's Land, Nightfall, Hush, Dark Victory, The Long Halloween. Bam. No Scott Snyder. He's okay. And I don't like The Dark Knight Returns all that much. That wouldn't even be my top 10, honestly. I like the animated movie better than the damn book. The book is just too wordy. And I know that sounds stupid, but man, there's so much in there that just doesn't need to be in there. I'm not a huge Frank Miller fan, so whatever. If I talk about Scott Snyder stories, The Gates of Gotham is my favorite that he did. That came out right before the New 52. It's definitely worth checking out. His New 52 stuff also belongs in his own universe. It shouldn't be stuck in the middle of the Batman continuity, that like the current continuity or any running continuity. It should be its own little universe, as should Frank Miller's. In my opinion. But yeah, but No Man's Land is really good. It starts off with Cataclysm. There's a big earthquake in Gotham. This is what started the Great Gotham crossovers, if I'm not mistaken. And then Gotham's wrecked, and there's different factions of gangs happening, and Two-Face is helping Renee Montoya, and Harvey Bullock has a fucking rebar coming out of his arm after the earthquake, and Joker kills Gordon's wife, Sarah Essen, at the end, and is laughing about it because Gordon shoots him in the knee. And anyway, it's a pretty good story. And then Nightfall is legendary because it's when Bane breaks Batman's back. We all know about that, and Bane takes over Gotham. And then there's Azrael as Batman, and yes, they're all good ones. Trish is, I'm not a huge fan of Final Chapter, but Trish is a great character. I mean, she's fucking tough, man. You should read the comics. I think with No Man's Land, there's 4 trades, and there's Cataclysm, the event that happens before. Some of No Man's Land is bad. Like they have the Robin comics in there that aren't very good, but there's other ones that I really like that take place after that. Like New Gotham is pretty cool. Anyway, let's see, and then what? Hush. That's another legendary Batman story. Of course, I won't spoil that one for anybody who's never read Hush, but I will say that the Riddler is the Hush in the movie, and it's not right. Then the Dark Victory is an extension of the Long Halloween, so it can almost take that off and make the Long Halloween and Dark Victory one thing. But they're each like 12 or 13 issues long, so they're gonna have to be. The Long Halloween is just so amazing. It's my favorite Batman story. It made me fall in love with Tim Sale's art, and Jeff Loeb made me want to become a comic book writer. So, yeah, Jeff Loeb. Jeff Loeb's my guy, no matter what. More so than Jeff Johns. What's a short list here? Oh, my Kevin Smith movies. It's 12 to 11. Cop Out, Zack and Miri, Yoga Hosers, The Reboot, Tusk, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Red State, Chasing Amy, Clerks, Dogma, Mallrats, Clerks 2. I did not like Cop Out at all. I think Zack and Miri is a piece of shit movie. Yoga Hosers was okay. Reboot is not a good movie at all, and it's better than those 3. So, what other ones did we do? Oh, the Aliens movies. What did I say? Did I agree with Nate on that one? I don't remember. We did a lot today, didn't we? Terminator, I believe, Dark Fate, T3, Genesis, Salvation, Terminator, and T2. And it's one of those questions, like you can't have Terminator without, or T2 without Terminator, for sure. You can't have Godfather 2 without Godfather, but Godfather 2 is better, in my opinion. I also revealed to the guys they do not like Ben Stiller at all. He's unfunny and annoying and just a shitty actor. Mission Impossible, I did that already. Is that where did we start with Mission Impossible? No. We did Mad Max movies. I think my list was Fury Road, Mad Max, Thunderdome, and The Road Warrior. We started with the Die Hard movies. And I talked about how easy they are to rank because Die Hard movies just get progressively worse. Although I think Die Hard with a Vengeance is my favorite. I know that's like a sin because Die Hard's such a legendary movie, but man, I love Die Hard with a Vengeance. I saw them in order, all of them, but like I remember the summer. I think it came out in 94, 95. In the summer that it came on HBO, it was on all the time, and I fucking watched the shit out of that movie. Like constantly watching Die Hard with a Vengeance. And then I remember I had seen Die Hard 2 back in like 91 or something like that when it came out on VHS. And I remember seeing it and really liking it, especially that Colonel guy. He's like, I got 2 words for you, fuck and you, or something like that. I was like, yeah, that guy's amazing. And so Die Hard 2 is really fucking good. I think it's really underrated. It's one I do this a lot, but it's like one of those cases where you got one of the best movies ever made. Like Die Hard's one of the best action movies ever made. Let's face it. And then you follow it up with another movie. It's never going to get close to how good the first movie is. That's why I think the third movie is seen in a better light because it didn't follow up the first movie. Just like The Exorcist. Exorcist is a landmark horror movie, legendary movie. I keep using that legendary a lot, but it's like for years, like The Exorcist was the #1 horror movie, like period everywhere, the scariest movie ever, and all this stuff. So when Exorcist 2 came around, sure, it's a mess and it's not that great, but man, how are you going to live up to what The Exorcist was, you know, like for real. And that's the same thing with Die Hard too. How would you ever live up to what Die Hard was? They made a kick-ass movie, and I loved it. And uh, you know, it had some great characters and a great villain. But anyway, yeah. So the other, oh, I mean, An American Werewolf in London. We talked about that last night when they did Paris. It's like, how, again, this is the best werewolf movie ever made, arguably. I like Silver Bullet better, you know, whatever. But how are you going to follow that up? They followed up like what, 15 years later with An American Werewolf in Paris. Where's my American Werewolf in Spain or Italy? Come on, let's make this movie, both of them. So anyway, 21 minutes. And anybody else have anything? There's only 2 people watching. Nobody ever watches my shit. Like never ever watches my shit. Let's share this. I'm gonna share this on my page, my Rage of Razor page. Maybe that'll get, nobody even goes to that page. I don't know what I'm even doing this for. Son of a bitch. There we go. I love it's. I don't know if it's a me thing. That's why I go to the Horror Syndicate and do live feeds, because people talk to me. I love talking. I love answering questions. That's why I'm doing this, and I try to do a lot of live shows. Like Discourse is a lot of fun. Last night was kind of a shit show for me because I tried doing something different and it backfired on me. Thanks a lot, Facebook. Whatever. You know, if nobody's got anything else, I'm gonna bust out of here. Did my live feed for the night. I'll do another one tomorrow. Give me a topic to talk about, because I'm running out of steam already. I'm gonna miss a night. Oh shit, Batman! Don't fall, Batman. Elena's sneezing in the bathroom right now. She made me do homework tonight. I thought that was pretty fun. And then she asked me to do science projects, so I just drew cartoon animals' faces. that's what we've been doing today. I'm gonna play a game, probably Red Dead. I did re-download GTA 5 onto my Xbox last night, so I can play that. Top 5 video games. I could do that. Top 5 video games. Let's see. Battlefront 2 from 2005, Knights of the Old Republic, Gears of War 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, and this is in no order either, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's no order, but I'm not talking about the Howling 3. God, that movie is awful. The marsupials. What the fuck? So I saw The Howling 3 for the first time. I don't think I've ever told this story. I can do that, top 5. But let me tell the story first. I saw The Howling 3 when I was a kid, 9, 10 years old. I was like, oh, whatever. And then, like, I started rebuying horror movies on DVD and Blu-ray. And I was like, I need to get Howling 3. I may never watch it. So I got it and sat on my shelf for 2 or 3 years. Just a DVD. And I'm sitting there just kind of looking at it. And finally, when Elizabeth was dying, this is about 4 years ago exactly. It was 2017. I got it out and I'm sitting there watching on the portable DVD player while she's sleeping. And she's sleeping, and she's not bad yet. She's like on her way to getting really, like, where she couldn't speak and stuff, which I don't even talk about that. But she was barely even talking at this point, but she turned over. She's like, turn that shit off. So then I watched it again last year, I think, or 2 years ago, probably 2019, when I did my 500, and it's just garbage. I don't understand what they were thinking when they made The Howling 3. With fucking, they took a cartoon werewolf and made it live action somehow. Top 5 comic artists. Tony Daniels won. Of course, Jim Lee. I mean, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank? I can't think of anybody's names right now. Hold on. God damn. Just knocked my mic down. This is the second time I've done that. Matteo Scalera was the one I was gonna say, but I couldn't think of his name. I had to go look at the comic that he did. God damn it! Hold on. Jeff or Tim Sale, Neil Adams has got to be on there. There's a lot of them, man. God damn it! God, I think I may have broken my mic. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them. Okay. All right. So yeah, yes, I just said Neil Adams. Come on now. God, I'm like really drawing a blank because there's another guy, and I can see his face more than I can see his name. Anyway, comic writers. I like Jeff Johns, but I don't think that's a cool thing to say anymore. I like Rick Remender. Kirkman, of course. I have to say it, Kirkman, because I love The Walking Dead, and he did some Captain America stuff that I liked, and he did. Oh God, what's the superhero book called? I'm drawing a blank. It's like when I do these online, I get time to think before I say it. Jeff Johns, Rick Remender, Robert Kirkman. Jeff Loeb, I guess, would be on there, and Grant Morrison would be number one. Grant Morrison's a fucking god. I got to give love to Grant Morrison because he's one of the few Batman writers that kind of thought outside the box when he did all the stuff leading up to Rest in Peace. He did he did some weird stuff, like pulpy stuff. And at first, like when he was writing it and it was coming out weekly, I was like, I don't like this. But like looking back and rereading some of it, I'm like, man, this is actually really, really brilliant. It takes you back to, like pulpy, 20s and 30s stories and stuff like that. It's really cool stuff. All right, I'm gonna go. So thanks for being, supportive and being the one, messaging and stuff. Brian White, thank you. Chuck Pino, my favorite comic book editor other than myself. Please go to my Facebook page. A little bit. I like The Watchmen. I don't know, not really. He's okay. I've read a bunch of his stuff. I'm not a big Alan Moore fan. He's okay. He's not my favorite. He's a weird dude too. Dude, you're putting me on the spot here. Let's see. My favorite or the best? If we're talking about my favorites, we're talking. I'm gonna say Casino Royale. I'm gonna throw it in there. Casino Royale, the Daniel Craig film, number 5. Goldfinger. Now, you see, the thing is, I'm a huge Roger Moore guy. So, oh no, The Living Daylights. I'm gonna put that at number 3 because I really love that movie. I want to say The Man with the Golden Gun at number 2, but like, I also like Live and Let Die. Those the first 2 Roger Moore movies are like my favorites. But then I start thinking of like, well, yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna do it because it's hard to like. There's 3 Roger Moore movies that I really like, but I also like Octopussy quite a bit. And I mean, Roger Moore movies are my favorites because they're kind of campy and kind of silly. I mean, especially the first 2 with that police chief guy who's on vacation. It seems like he's on vacation every time. I'd like Diamonds Are Forever quite a bit too. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one where he like James Bond physically assaults a woman at a bar and her boob pops out, or at a bar at a pool. So I don't know, man. That's another tough question, but it's usually number one is usually The Man with the Golden Gun. It's got one of my two favorite actors of all time in it. So it's Christopher Lee. And he's the bad guy, which is awesome. And plus the whole scene with the mirrors is really cool. And he's got that trademark golden pistol. So yeah, I love pretty much. There's not really. I think there's only a couple stinkers in the James Bond series. Like I would say, Die Another Day is a stinker. I think Spectre was a stinker. People will say, and I'm here to tell you right now, anybody who ever watches this, Moonraker's not a stinker, and A View to a Kill is way better than you think, because I've heard people say that every other movie from what's his name, Roger Moore was good, which would mean like Live and Let Die wasn't good. No, hold on. Man with the Golden Gun wasn't good. Then Moonraker, then Octopussy, and then A View to a Kill. And they might be. I think A View to a Kill is really underrated, as is Moonraker. They're both fun movies. I'm gonna have to do a top James Bond list, all 24 of them. I can't believe we got to wait. It's going to be more than what is it going to be, like 18 months from the original release date for No Time to Kill or No Time to Die or whatever it's called. I already forgot the title. Ooh, excuse me. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. 32 minutes. If I need to figure out how in the fuck do I get people to come and watch me talk? Chuck Pinot gets like 15, 16 people. Is it because he's all like boisterous when he talks? Like, hey, everybody, it's Ray, blah, blah, blah. I don't do that. Not at all. Yes. Well, also the Brosnan movies, as a whole, are probably the weakest of all of them, in my opinion. But the third one, The End Is That, I thought Christmas only came once a year, or something like that. It was always good too. Those were always good. Anyway, what? You okay? Just we'll put duct tape on it. All right, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for anybody who watched. I'm gonna go cry in a bucket, and I'm gonna then drink my tears after I'm done, because nobody cares about me. Dragonfly, February 2nd. Go follow Unparalleled Comics. Operation Eclipse is going to be May 25th for sure, unless we push that up. So we're going to fund that on my birthday. We're not going to bullshit around. Let's see. What else can I say before I go? Nobody asked my top 5 Star Wars movies. Return of the Jedi, Rogue One, Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope. All right. This might be my last one.